My name is Warren Willis, and I was part of the first custody to community class. So I've been out of custody for 8.5 months now. I was probably incarcerated over 20 times. I've had 4 county state terms, which is 8 months minimum, and so I spent a lot of half of my adulthood incarcerated. Well, before my incarceration, I was recently incarcerated before that, and I got out and I wanted to do better. I tried to change, but I failed. I went back starting with alcohol and then some other things, and my life just spiraled downhill. I didn't know my family. No one wanted to talk to me. My life was in the gutter, literally. Sometimes that's where I hung out, was in a gutter or a freeway wash. And being incarcerated for nearly 10.5 months, going through the program, and then coming out, I came out to a structured environment. I went into housing, and I was able to get a job. I still had open lines of communication with the people from custody to community. We still came to classes afterwards, and it helped keep me accountable. It gave me hope still, because I still had a crutch to lean on if I needed it, and I still feel that way. But life is much better today. It started out, we had anger management class, like self-help classes, parenting. We went through a wide variety of different courses, and each day was different. We had class in the morning, class in the evening, a couple hours each time, and we went through different areas of our life, our feelings, our emotions, and worked on things to change. I learned how to really look deep inside myself into my traumas of my past, my childhood, my traumas that happened in my adulthood, and find the root of those traumas and how they affected me. And then through looking through those, I was able to work through those. And not that they disappeared or gone, but I worked through them so they no longer had the hold on me that they used to, that drove me to drugs and alcohol. We had a feelings chart or an emotions chart, and it told us what base emotions were, and different feelings, and what those feelings stem from. And that's what truly helped me find the things that were holding me down. Like my sister says, it broke the chains, that were weighing me down. And I was very cold. I didn't want to dig into my feelings. I didn't want to dig into the past. I didn't want to dig into my childhood, because it was a hard childhood. It was a hard past. I had an abusive father. I'd been through a divorce, and going through those things and realizing where my faults were, and some things just weren't my fault. And I couldn't continue to let those things burden me when there was nothing that I could have done to change them. Out of custody, everything just kind of fell together. So there was like job fairs and job resources, and all that. But luckily, I didn't have to use those, as I was able to get a job very quickly. I was able to do a lot of those things. But just the therapy class sessions immediately after release, coming in and connecting with the guys that I was in jail with in the classes, and who they were on the outside, it made a connection between the things that we learned and grew from while in jail to the outside world. And it made them almost feel more real, because it wasn't just, a jail class, or jail talk is a phrase that people use a lot. And, it manifested at that point. And, it gave me hope, a lot of hope.